Hey guys, today we'll see how to do destructuring in JavaScript like a pro. So we'll see both for arrays and objects, and you'll be blown. There are so many like modern ways to destructure, and you can do so much easily. JavaScript just phenomenal. So if you just Google destructuring, it will say to destroy the structure of something. So you are just getting some data from the structure. That's it. So let's get started with that. I will come here in YouTube. I will just make new folder. I'll say Destructure. Okay. Yep. So now we can start, guys. It's opening. And here I will select settings, font size 20. Yeah, that's probably better. I will create a new file which will be called index.js. So firstly, we'll see basic object destructuring. Sorry if there's a spelling mistake, probably there is not. So suppose you have a user and whose name is supposedly John. Age is 30, then address maybe we can say like 15th Park Avenue, maybe some address. Now how do you do normally like this structure? So you do constant user equals to user. Okay, now this is completely wrong because there is no user key. So if you want the name, you just say I want the name, and you have a console.log name. See, we got the John as name. You can see John. Same way, if you want the age also, so we'll say constant name comma age, because we want the age also. But here you can see name is already defined as a constant. We'll comment this out. I'll say user because both of the keys are present here, name and age. I can destructure both of them at the same time, guys. We got the name and age. Okay, now we'll see some variable declaration rules. So basically you are declaring a variable. Here you can see constant name and constant age. You are declaring a variable. So we'll see some rules on that. So let me just copy this user and comment it out, this user also, this also. Okay, this topics I can cover comment 2 times, so you can know which is the topic and which is the code. Okay. Yep. Now suppose you want name to destructure like this, name equals to user. That's wrong because there is no user. You can see, there is no name variable. So if you run, error, unexpected token equal to, because there is no person, or you can say no variable with the name. Okay, but if you suppose you say let name, maybe constant name equals to user. Now this is also wrong because you can't overwrite a constant once declared. Okay, so if you console it, it will just give an error here only because we are overwriting the constant, missing initialization in constant declaration. So we have to declare some value here also. So that's probably not possible here. So what other ways are? So we can take let also. We'll say let name. We'll say name equals to user, console.log. Now if I try again, Again error, unexpected token, but this seems to be right. We have a let beforehand only, then we are taking into that variable. So you maybe you say okay, just write directly let here. Now maybe there is already a let variable that I want to override. So how do we do that? For this type of condition where you have already declared the variable but want to destructure with that, just put a bracket overall. Boom, you are done. That bracket will make your work. Okay. Now if I try, see John. I don't know why this whenever I use name, uh it just shows a cross in my VS Code. I don't know why. So if I can take age also, uh, yep, yeah, we got the age 30 so easily, nothing much. Okay, guys. I think you are clear with that. Now you can just use anything. Okay. Now we'll see next stuff is adding new variable in destructuring. Okay, we want to add a new variable in Destructure. Okay, so how do we do that? We have a constant user, that's by default. Let me just comment this out, guys. Yeah, we have already a constant user, so we can say constant, we will get user name comma age equals to user. That's basic. You'll get the name and age, but I want something else, maybe salary. So I'll just say salary is equals to 45,000. Now if you console.log, so you get all of the variables at one point, name also, age also, and you define something called 4500. But suppose salary is already defined here, maybe, I don't know, already defined here, then what will happen? I'm destructuring also, giving default value also, so it will take your the value of the object. See, it has taken the value of the object, but if not present, it will take 4500. So let me just see, there is no value, then 4500 was salary. But let me just print like this. So these are also ways to print stuff, so you will get the variable also and the name also. Okay, value also, key value both. So name John, age 30, salary 4500. But the same stuff if I try, now I have a salary beforehand only of 1000, but still I destructure it. See, name age salary 4500, console.log name comma age comma salary. See, so if you don't have to check if the value is coming from the API or not. Okay, you can just directly destructure. If there is not, it will take by default whatever you want to put, otherwise it will take 1000. Okay, see, now this time salary was 1000 because salary was present in the object. So this is the way you can like adding variables in Destructure. Now suppose for the variable only, suppose maybe we have a constant name equals to, and we'll say first name John and last name maybe what to say, Doe, John Doe. Okay, so their first name and last name. Now you want a full name, so what you'll do, you'll destructure. Okay, so you normally you'll do console, you'll do constant first last name, then you add both of them. Okay, basic stuff. But there's something else you can do. You can just say full name is equals to, and just put a string here. You say first name, because first name is already defined here, so you can easily access. Then you say last name. Oh sorry, I haven't printed it. First name, last name, full name. Okay, and boom, first name John, last name Doe, full name John Doe. So easy. So instead of like going to second line and adding up and doing that stuff, you can just do directly in the object only. You can see full name, first name plus last name. And but suppose if you put this here, before the variable was declared, maybe you put it here, then what will happen? Error, boom, because variable is declared afterwards. See, first name, last name, but you are accessing before only, so you will get an error, guys. Okay, now we'll just comment this out, copy user. Now we'll say add aliases. Okay, how to aliases means how to rename what you are destructuring. So you have a constant address equals to user. Now if you want to rename, you'll say constant permanent address equals to address, then it will become a, you'll just renaming, okay, making it a permanent address. But how do you do in just one liner? So that's super simple, guys. You just say here only it should be accessed as permanent. Where's the user? I haven't pasted yet. Oh, yep. Okay, let me bring down. Yeah. So now if I console.log, see in the permanent address I'm getting this 15 Park Avenue. But what if it was just address I was printing? Boom, we'll get an error. See, error, there is no address is not defined because you removed it with permanent address. Okay, so firstly you destructure with address, then you saved in the variable called permanent address, guys. So that's how it works. And now we'll see nested object destructuring. Maybe there's a nested object destructure you want to see. Nested object destructuring. So we'll have a user which have a name John, age 30, address will be like what to say, 15th Park Avenue. Department will be like now department becomes a object. Now we'll say name, in where he is in sales, the person is. Shift, I will say it's morning shift. Then its address, maybe I can just remove this address. Yeah, because this is a nested, and again there also there is a nested object. Okay, so this will be super cool to access. We have a city which will be New York. Street, maybe state also New York. Zip 501. Okay, anything whatever you say. So we got this so much nested object. Now how do we access? So we want to access department. So what you do, you say constant department equals to user, you console.log department, you got the object. Now in department you want the address. How do you do that? You say, oh, I'll just do department dot address. So we can do this by constant department, then inside department I want the address. See, destructure department, then the address, then you say user, see in the next we got the address, so it's city, it's not CIS, city, yeah. So then we, department, inside department we want the address. Now in address also we can say constant department, then we want the address to be destructure, then we want city to be destructured, and we got the, let me cut it from here, paste it here, console.log address. City. So we got the city also. So if there is a nested object, you can destructure like this also. And now we'll see how to destructure in loops. So let me just comment this out. Destructuring. Okay, so you have a constant user which is an array of values. Maybe let me just copy this. Yeah. Oh, sorry guys. Copy, paste, and boom. Now we'll have a second part also. Let me just copy it also. Copy, paste. Yeah. So name, and we can say Jimmy, Mike 22 3 maybe, and 15th Avenue only, and Sally is like 100. Okay. So now we want to destructure in loop. So how you can do that? Easy way. For you want only name and age. So we say for let, then you destructure. What do you want? You want maybe name and salary of user. So it will loop, come over here, get it, come over here, get name and salary. Then here we say console.log name salary. See, John 1000, Mike 100. So just looping over and over. So whatever value here you want, you can just write, or maybe you can just rename also if you want renaming like this. So it's depend on you. Okay. See, everything's work. You just have to be, you just know what do you need. Okay, based on your conditions. This I can like, yeah. Boom, we got it. Okay. Now, what else was left? We can destructure the console object also. That's super cool, guys. When you write long codes, then that helps a lot. So destruct destructuring console. So let me show you constant. So you have log, you have, maybe you can take warning, and you have like error. There are a lot of stuff, so you can take these two for now, and you can just directly say log this is log, this is log. See, one. Now you don't have to write this is one. Error, this is error. See, now if I run, boom, this is log, this is one, this is error. So basically if you run in browser, then this error will be another color, one will be in another color, log will be in another color. Okay, log will be in, I think, black, because the background of DevTools is white. So you can, that super cool log thing is super cool. I just love it. Okay, so that was destructuring the console. Okay, you have other stuff. Let's just see what we have next. Now we'll see updating a user. That's basic. I mean, I think you have already seen using spread operator. So you have a user, okay, that has a name John, age 30, address this. Okay, that's basic. Okay, so how you can do add stuff? So you can just say constant, maybe updated user, and you just say dot 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 user, then you have a salary 1000, console.log updated user. Okay, maybe you don't want to change the user object, so you can have it in a new variable. See, you just added something and you want to update age to 31, just say age 31, boom, updated. So whatever you pass, it will be given top priority if it's present or not present. Okay, it will be get added. So you can easily do that, updated user. Okay, now what do we have? I mean, then there's basic like adding two objects like this, dot 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 user, then maybe you have a second user, then you say again. So that's basic. So now we'll say destructuring in array. Array destructuring, super cool. A lot of people don't know how to destructure arrays, literally, I tell you. But it's super cool, guys. So suppose we have, say, let introduction is equals to hello. I will say hello, I am John. Okay, I am John. So 0 index, first index, second index, and this is the third index. Now what we can do, we can say like let greeting comma pronoun equals to introduction. Okay, let's just see what we have got. Greeting comma pronoun, see, hello I. So you gave the first two, what do you say, two variables. Yeah, you gave two variables, so it took the first two and doesn't give priorities to last two, and hello came to greeting, pronoun came to I. Okay, so that's how array destructuring work. It's more based on index, because here we don't have key. So for the greeting we have this index, for the pronoun we have the this index. Okay, or maybe if I just take one more stuff, then it will take the third index. This is how it works, guys. But instead of writing this much big, you can also say let greeting comma pronoun equals to, I'll just copy this directly, this also, then also you'll get the same results. Greeting comma pronoun, see, hello I. So simple, guys. Yep. Now maybe you want the fourth element. Okay, so you'll say, okay, just directly go and grab the fourth element. I mean, you'll say just take four variables and you'll get the fourth one. And if I say so, I have to say uh, maybe a variable called aim, then we have a name variable. Okay, so I just want a name that's on the third index, and you can say the fourth item. I have to take so many variables unnecessary. That's none of my business. Okay, so how can I skip the first three and take the last one? Easy. We say skip first, comma. That's just comma. Skip second, skip third. Okay, you have skip first, second, third, and in the fourth one, take the name. Boom, you got the John. See, so whatever you want to just skip, just like empty comma, and your work is done. Maybe you want to take the first one. Let me just, maybe you want to take the first one also. So in the first, add the value, you say greeting, and these are skipped. Then first, second, this and this. Okay, so put empty comma and you can just directly skip. Okay, I have to print greeting also. See, name John, greeting hello. So you, so easy, you got it. Okay, it's not an object firstly, guys. So but you, when you print, you can print like this. It will print the variable name also, but this is not an object, this is a variable. Okay, and maybe you want to take the name and rest to in the other variable. So you'll say let uh you say name. Yeah, you got the name, but you want rest of these in one single variable. But here we are skipping all, not taking into variables. So what we'll do, we say dot 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 intro, like a spread operator. All this will come into intro, and this will come into John. Okay, oh, I think we got something wrong here. Let me console intro. Oh, I think we can only make it for the first one. Okay, so if we say greeting comma dot 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 intro, yeah, so we can use this spread in the last only. Okay guys, so that's something you have to check. So yeah, I am John, so you got I am John in the this intro object and greeting in one. See, intro, greeting, I am John, and greeting hello. You can do like this, and here also renaming is also done. So how do you do renaming? So you just say let greet equals to hello, comma name equals to Sarah. Okay, so if name is present, then it will take that name, otherwise the default name. So if I console.log greet comma name, see, we got greet hey because hey was present, so haven't taken the hello, but for the name was not present, so it took the Sarah. So how was it, guys? I mean, this all, I mean, there's other ways also, like destructuring with functions. There's too much destructuring. I thought this should be a good tutorial to this, to show you how we can destructure like a pro, guys. Okay, thank you.